talk about the future tense, like I'm not part of what comes next. I nod along, I play it cool, while missing you becomes the rule. We share a laugh, a practice smile, like actors staying for a while. But every pause between our words feels heavier than what we've heard. We didn't break, we didn't fight, we just stopped burning quite as bright. We're fading in the same frame, same frame, same frame. Every moment feels rehearsed. I see the love we used to have, you see the ending first. We're fading in the same frame, and now I finally see some hearts don't fall apart at once, they disappear quietly. Maybe love was always real, just never meant to stay in focus. Maybe hearts don't break in halves, they blur until you barely notice. If I reach for you right now, would it still feel the same? Or would it only prove we're fading in the frame? But I won't say this love was wrong. Was it wrong? I'll keep the way you once looked at me when everything still felt like home. Felt like home. We're fading in the same frame, and this is where I start letting go without a sound, still holding you inside my heart. If you ever see this scene in moments soft and blue, just know I loved you honestly, even while we were fading in the same frame. We're fading in the same frame. The room feels smaller when you're near, like words don't know where to appear. We sit in peace that feels untrue, too calm to fight, too close to lose. Your eyes avoid the things we are, my hands are reaching way too far. And nothing's broken, nothing's loud, just silence hanging like a cloud. We smile like everything's okay, but quiet as quietly. We talk about the weather now, like hearts don't ache, like we don't know. Your laugh still sounds the same to me, but lands where love used to be. I replay nights we didn't speak, how silence slowly learned my name. It wasn't pain that made me leave, it was peace that felt the same. We didn't fall, we didn't fight, we just grew tired of the quiet. It's too quiet to stay, too quiet, too quiet. Every word feels out of place, out of place. I'm holding on to what we were. You're finding calm without my face, without my face. It's too quiet to stay, and that's the truth I face. Some hearts don't break from lack of love, they break from empty space. Maybe love was always real, just didn't need to scream. Maybe hearts don't shatter loud, they drift apart unseen. If I ask you to hold me now, would it still feel the same, or would it only show me why we stopped saying names? It's too quiet to stay, too quiet, still too quiet. But I won't call this love a lie. I'll keep the way you once looked at me before the silence passed us by, passed us by. It's too quiet to stay, and this is where I start, letting go without a sound, still holding you inside my heart. If you ever feel this song in moments soft and gray, just know I loved you honestly. It was just too quiet to stay. Scared of what I'd say. We smiled through moments meant to break, pretending silence was a grace. I held my truth inside my chest and called it love I never confessed. We knew the answers all along, but waited left unsaid. Living between the lines, I felt it every time you breathed, but never crossed the line. This is a love left unsaid, and now it's haunting me. Some hearts don't break from words we spoke, they break from what could be. I hear your name in quiet rooms, in half-finished afternoons. You talk like everything's okay, like nothing's slipping away. I replay nights we almost tried to say the truth, to choose a side. It wasn't fear that held us still, just love that didn't test its will. We stood so close to being real, afraid of how the truth would feel. This is a love left unsaid, left unsaid. A whisper lost in time. I carried you inside my heart, you carried on with mine. This is a love left unsaid, and now I finally know. Some loves don't fade from lack of care, they fade because we don't let go. Maybe love was always there, just waiting on a braver breath. Maybe hearts don't miss their chance, they fear the cost of what comes next. If I had spoken up that night, would we still be standing here? Or would the truth have broken us instead of leaving us unclear? This is a love left unsaid, still unsaid. But I won't call this love a lie, not a lie. I'll keep the way you looked at me before the silence passed us by. This is a love left unsaid, and this is where I start learning how to speak goodbye without erasing my heart. If you ever feel this ache in moments soft and blue, just know I loved you honestly. It was love left unsaid. We're sitting in the afterglow of words which you're not saying. Your hand is warm, your eyes are gone, somewhere love can stay. We learn to smile through gentle cracks, pretend the pain is small, but quiet truths don't need to shout to be the loudest of all. We didn't lose what we once were, we just stopped standing in the same place. We're not broken, just apart, same love, different start. I'm holding on to yesterday, you're learning how to that's the hardest truth. Some loves don't fail from lack of care, they change the shape of you. Talk about a quieter life where peace is finally yours. I'm not alone and wish you well while standing at the door. I keep your name in softer ways, in songs that never end. It's not regret that keeps me here, just love that learned to bend. We stay too long and almost fine, afraid to cross the final line. We're not broken, just apart. Same room, but miles between. I see forever in your eyes. You see what might have been. We're not broken, just apart. And now I finally see some hearts don't shatter all at once, they drift quietly. Maybe love was always real, just standing on a thinner ground. Maybe hearts don't fall to pieces, they slowly change their sound. If I let go tonight, will it mean I loved you less, or that I loved you enough to wish you happiness? We're not broken, just apart, but I won't call this love a lie. I'll keep the way you looked at me when everything still felt like mine. We're not broken, just apart, and this is where I start. Letting go with open hands while keeping you inside my heart. If you ever feel this ache in moments soft and blue, just know I loved you honestly, not broken, just apart. Just apart. Met with hearts still learning how to heal from things we couldn't say. Your smile felt right, but time was loud, pulling us another way. We taught like love could wait its turn, like patience was enough to try. But every night we stayed apart, taught our hearts how not to lie. We held on tight to what we felt, ignoring all the signs we knew. Timing wasn't on our side, even though the love was real. I was ready for forever. You were still learning how to heal. Timing wasn't on our side, and that's the truth we face. Some loves don't end from falling out, they end from different pace. Space I needed now, two honest needs we couldn't place. I reached for more, you stepped away. I'm both afraid of what we break. We said one day like it was sure, like hope could hold us through. But days don't wait for hearts to catch, they move, whether we do. Cared enough to hold on tight, but not enough to change our lives. Timing wasn't on our side, the same love, a different speed. I stay behind in yesterday, you followed what you need. Timing wasn't on our side, and now I finally see. Some hearts don't break in one goodbye, they break quietly. Maybe love was always true, just met us at the wrong place. Maybe hearts don't choose to hurt, they just can't match the pace. If we had met a little later, would this story feel complete? Or were we always meant to learn that timing makes the beat? Timing wasn't on our side, but I won't say this love was wrong. I'll keep the way you looked at me when everything still felt like home. Timing wasn't on our side, and this is where I start. Letting go with open hands while keeping you inside my heart. If you ever feel this ache in moments soft and blue, just know I loved you honestly. Timing just wasn't on our side. Sad with words we couldn't say, letting the moment slip away. Your eyes were calm, your hands were still, like love had learned to lose its will. No shattered glass, no tears to see, just heavy air between you and me. We smiled like we were still okay, while something sacred slipped away. We didn't fight, we just ran out of reasons why. We let go quietly, quietly. No last goodbye, no broken scenes, broken scenes. I felt your heart let go of mine before you even spoke the line. We let go quietly, and that's the hardest truth. Some loves don't end in falling out, they fade in silence too. You talked about the days ahead, like I was already in the past. I listened close, I didn't ask how long this calm was meant to last. I keep your name in softer ways, in passing thoughts in empty days. It's not regret that pulls me back, just love that learned a gentler crack. We stayed too long and almost fine, afraid to cross the final line. We let go quietly, quietly, side by side but miles apart, miles apart. I was holding on to yesterday, you were listening to your heart, your heart. We let go quietly, and now I finally see some hearts don't break from lack of care, they break politely. Maybe love was always real, just never meant to shout. Maybe hearts don't fall apart, they slowly quiet out. If I had held you closer then, would we still be here tonight? Or was this ending written soft before we knew the time? We let go quietly, quietly, but I won't call this love a lie. I'll keep the way you looked at me before the silence passed us by. We let go quietly, and this is where I start. Letting go without a sound, still holding you inside my heart. If you ever feel this ache in moments soft and blue, just know I loved you honestly. We let go quietly. Jokes, same point of view, but something's missing in the air, like love forgot to settle there. Your hand still fits inside my own, but doesn't feel like coming home. We say we're fine, we play it safe, afraid to name what's changed. Everything feels close and tame, almost the same, but not the same. We're almost the same. Not enough, not enough, close enough to feel the pain. Feel the pain, feel the pain. I'm holding on to what we were. You're calling it a change, calling it a change. We're almost the same, not enough. And now I finally know some loves don't break from losing faith. They break when almost grows. Out a brighter day, like love should never hesitate. I'm not alone, I try to smile while missing you the whole damn time. I replay nights we barely spoke, how silence slowly filled the space. It wasn't anger, it wasn't blame, just love that lost its place. We didn't fall, we didn't fight, we just stopped feeling right. We're almost the same. Not enough, not enough. Same room but miles apart, miles apart, miles apart. I see forever in your eyes, you see a brand new start. We're almost the same, not enough, and that's what hurts the most. Some hearts don't shatter all at once, they fade like ghosts. Maybe love was always true, just standing on a thinner line. Maybe hearts don't break in half, they slowly lose the time. If I asked you to stay right now, would it still feel the same? Or would it only show us why we never changed? We're almost the same. Not enough, almost, almost. But I won't say this love was wrong. Wasn't wrong, wasn't wrong. I'll keep the way you once loved me, before the feeling felt too long. We're almost the same, not enough, and this is where I start letting go of what we were while holding you inside my heart. If you ever feel this ache in moments soft and blue, just know I loved you honestly, even when almost was all we knew.
Same heartbeat, different line. I love
not mine. And that's the hardest part. Some loves don't fade, they change their name and live inside the heart. Watch your life from miles away, through quiet screens and passing days. Your smile feels close but not for me, like love behind a memory. I keep my words inside my chest, afraid they'll last for more than this. You sound okay, I say the same. Two hearts pretending nothing's changed. We don't say what we both know. The distance taught us how to let go slow. Holding on from afar, loving you where I can't stay. My heart still knows where you are, even as I fade away. I'm holding on from afar, not asking you to choose. Some love survive by staying quiet and learning how to lose. I see your name in little things, in songs you loved, in old routines. I walk alone through crowded rooms, still saving space that's meant for you. You talk about the future now, like I'm not standing in it somehow. I listen close, I don't complain, just smiling through the quiet pain. We didn't break, we didn't fall, we just grew tired of the wall. I'm holding on from afar, every mile a softer truth, I'm learning how to let you go, without unloving you. I'm holding on from afar, and now I finally see some hearts don't break from goodbye words. They break quietly. Maybe love was always real, just asking more than space can heal. Maybe hearts were meant to touch, not live on hope, not live on us. If I stop reaching out tonight, will you finally sleep alright? Or will you feel me fade away the same slow way? I'm holding on from afar, still afar, but I won't ask you to come back. I'll keep the way you looked at me, before the distance changed the map, I'm holding on from afar, and this is where I start letting go with open hands while keeping you inside my heart. If you ever feel this ache in moments soft and blue, just know I loved you honestly, holding on from afar. We stood so near, a breath away. Love was almost stars to say. Your hand was warm inside of mine, but something felt a step behind. We talked in circles, slow and kind, afraid of crossing fragile lines. I felt your heart, you felt mine too, but timing never followed through. We smiled like hope was close at hand, but never close enough to stand. We were close, but never ours, almost real, but not allowed, I saw forever in your eyes. You saw a reason to let go. We were close, but never ours. And now I understand, some loves don't break from falling out, they slip through open hands. I still replay the things we said, like they might change inside my head. You laughed like nothing had to end, I smiled like I could still pretend. We lived between the what ifs and promises we never fixed. wasn't fear, it wasn't doubt, just love that couldn't work it out. We held on just enough to feel how close can hurt when it's not real. We were close but never ours, never ours, never ours. Same touch but different plans, different plans. I stayed behind in yesterday. You learned to understand, understand. We were close but never ours, and that's what hurts the most. Some dreams don't die, they learn to live as quiet ghosts. Maybe love was always true, just standing on a thinner line. Maybe hearts don't break in two, they slowly fall out of time. If I had reached a little more, if you had stayed a little longer, would we still be standing here, or learning how to wander? We were close but never ours, never ours, still never ours. But I won't say this love was wrong, wasn't wrong. I'll keep the way you looked at me when everything still felt like home, felt like home. We were close but never ours, and this is where I start, letting go of what we were while keeping you inside my heart. If you ever feel this song in moments soft and blue, just know I loved you honestly. Close but never ours. We speak like nothing's really wrong, like love is strong enough to wait. Your voice is close, your body's far, two hearts in different states. I trace the days between our calls, like lines I'm scared to cross. We're holding on to what we were, afraid of what we've lost. We say it's fine, we always do, but silence knows the truth. Between us the distance, more than miles, more than time, I feel you most when you're not here. You're everywhere, but never mind. Between us the distance is teaching hearts to part. Some loves don't break from falling out, they fade when space learns our hearts. You sky. I keep your name in quiet ways, like it might still reply. We planned a future out of hope and counted nights instead, but every promise fell too far to meet us where we stand. We didn't fight, we didn't choose, we just kept learning how to lose. Between us the distance, every step a softer goodbye. I'm reaching out through empty air, you're learning how to say goodbye. Between us the distance, and now I finally see some hearts don't shatter all at once, they drift quietly. Maybe love was always true, just asking more than space allows. Maybe hearts were meant to touch, not live on screens, not live on vows. If I let go tonight, will you finally feel free, or will you miss the way I loved you from in between? Between us the distance, still the distance, but I won't call this love a lie, not a lie. I'll keep the way you once held me, before the space taught us goodbye. Between us the distance, and this is where I start, letting go with open hands while keeping you inside my heart. If you ever feel this ache in moments soft and blue, just know I loved you honestly. Between us the distance, the distance. Held our breath and borrowed time, like love was fragile, not yet mine. Your smile stayed, but something slipped between the words we never fixed. We tried to live inside the now, pretend the cracks would work somehow, but every promise felt too steep for the love we couldn't keep. We cared enough to stay polite, but not enough to win the fight. This is the love we couldn't keep, too soft to hold, too deep to leave. I gave you all the best of me, you gave me reasons to believe. This is the love we couldn't keep, and now I finally know some hearts don't break from lack of care, they break from growing slow. I see your name in passing days, in quiet songs, in little ways. You moved ahead, I stayed behind, two different truths, one state of mind. We never meant to cause this pain, we just couldn't stay the same. It wasn't fear, it wasn't doubt, just love that slowly ran out. held on just enough to feel how letting go can still be real. This is the love we couldn't keep. Same hands but slipping grip. I'm holding on to yesterday. You're learning how to live with it. This is the love we couldn't keep, and that's the hardest truth. Some loves don't die in one goodbye, they fade in pieces too. And maybe love was always true, just asked for more than we could give. Maybe hearts don't break in half, they change the way they live. If I had known this was the end, I'd still have loved you just the same. Some endings don't erase the love, they only change its name. This is the love we couldn't keep, but I won't say this love was wrong. I'll keep the way you looked at me when everything still felt like home. This is the love we couldn't keep, and this is where I start, letting go with open hands while keeping you inside my heart. If you ever feel this song in moments soft and blue, just know I loved you honestly. The love we couldn't keep. No tears, no last goodbye, no goodbyes. I'm screaming everything I feel behind my quiet eye. This is where love fell silent. to cross the line. And this is where love fell silent, fell silent, fell silent. Between the words we didn't say, I held on to the sound of us. You let it drift away, drift away. This is where love fell silent, and now I finally see. Some hearts don't break from lack of love, they break quietly. Maybe love was always real, just didn't need to show. Maybe hearts don't fall apart, they slowly quiet out. If I asked you to stay tonight, would you hear me then, or would the silence answer me like it always has been? This is where love fell silent, still silent. But I won't call this love a lie, not a lie. I'll keep the way you once said my name before the sound passed us by. This is where love fell silent, and this is where I start. Letting go without a sound, still holding you inside my heart. If you ever feel this song in moments soft and blue, just know I loved you honestly, right where love fell. Silent. We met when hope was running thin, two tired hearts letting someone in. Your smile felt like a second chance, mine felt like home I couldn't stand. We talked like healing was complete, like love could fix what time had beat. But every promise gently said was built on days we hadn't met. We tried to make forever fit inside a moment not ready yet. We loved at the wrong time, wrong time, with the right hearts, the wrong lives, wrong lives. I was holding on to what we were, you were learning how to survive. We loved at the wrong time, and that's the hardest truth. Some loves don't fail from lack of care, they fail from timing. Me and you. I wanted now, you needed space, two honest needs we couldn't place. You looked ahead, I looked back, both afraid of what we lacked. We said just wait, like time would stay, like healing had a chosen day. But nights grew long and more emotions knew we were asking more than love could do. We cared enough to hold on tight, but not enough to change our lives. We loved at the wrong time, wrong time, wrong time. Same love, different pace, different pace. I was still fighting yesterday, you were already in another place. We loved at the wrong time, and now I finally see some hearts don't break in one goodbye, they break quietly. Maybe love was always real, just met us when we couldn't feel what staying costs, what leaving means when wounds are fresh, not memories. If we had met a year from now, would this be easier somehow? Or were we always meant to learn that love can't wait for time to turn? We loved at the wrong time, still the wrong time. But I won't say this love was wrong, wasn't wrong. I'll keep the way you looked at me when everything still felt like home, felt like home. We loved at the wrong time, and this is how I start, letting go with open hands while keeping you inside my heart. If you ever think of me in moments soft and blue, just know I loved you honestly. We loved at the wrong time. Used to move in perfect time, two shadows crossing every line. Your hand would find its way to mine, like love was never hard to find. But lately silence fills the space between your words, between your gaze. We smile like nothing's really wrong, but feel the distance growing strong. We didn't fall, we didn't fight, we just stopped holding on so tight. And this is when hearts drift apart, drifted apart, drift apart. Not all at once, but piece by piece, piece by piece. I'm holding on to what we were. You're learning how to live in peace, live in peace. This is when hearts drift apart and love turns quiet in the dark. Some hearts don't break, they slowly learn how to let go of what they are. I hear your name in empty rooms and things we used to share. You talk about tomorrow now, like I'm not standing there. We promised time would make us strong, that waiting wouldn't change a thing. But every day we spend apart, it teaches love to lose its wings. We stayed so long and almost fine, afraid to cross the final line. This is when hearts drift apart, drift apart, drift apart. Every mile a softer goodbye, softer goodbye. I reach for you through empty air. You're already on the other side, other side. This is when hearts drift apart, and now I finally see. Some loves don't end with shattered words, they end quietly. Maybe love was always real, just asking more than we could give. Maybe hearts don't fall apart, they slowly change the way they live. If I had known this was the night, I would have held you closer then. But some goodbyes are whispered soft before we even know it ends. This is when hearts drift apart, drift apart, still drift apart. But I won't say this love was wrong, wasn't wrong. I'll keep the way you looked at me when everything still felt like home, felt like home. This is when hearts drift apart, and this is where I start. Letting go with open hands while keeping you inside my heart. If you ever feel this ache, in moments soft and blue, just know I loved you honestly, even when our hearts drifted apart.